Paedon Brown, a member of Sister Wives, recently shared a video on Instagram wishing all the mothers in his life a happy Mother's Day. However, he intentionally excluded one mother. Paedon, a 26-year-old North Carolina native, is the son of Cody and Christine Brown, who were married in the early 1990s. The couple had 6 children: Aspen, Mykelti, Paedon, Gwendolyn, Isabel, and Truly, despite not sharing a close relationship. Christine maintained supportive relationships with Meri and Janelle Brown, Cody's first 2 spouses. Nevertheless, she encountered difficulty in establishing a connection with Robyn Brown, Cody's 4th wife. Cody neglected his first 3 spouses as he became preoccupied with Robyn. Paedon, who observed this during his childhood, became increasingly expressive regarding his emotions as he matured. He attributed Robyn's actions to the disruption of the family dynamic. Christine was among the first spouses to publicly criticize Cody. In 2021, she terminated their relationship after a 25-year partnership. Paedon expressed his complete backing for his mother's decision and even humorously addressed the tension within the Brown family. Nevertheless, I have observed that he has since withdrawn from the polygamous family. Paedon may not be particularly active on social media, but he did not miss the chance to share a humorous video in honor of Mother's Day. He uploaded a video to his Instagram story in which he extended cordial wishes to all mothers, with the exception of one. The video was shared by Johnny Testef, in which Paedon jokingly stated, "I wish a very, very happy Mother's Day to almost every mother out there. Not every single mother." He lightly added that there was at least one mother to whom he would not wish a happy Mother's Day, humorously referring to himself as a muncher. Paedon clarified in the caption, "I am not disparaging anyone. I simply found it amusing to include." Fans of Sister Wives expressed their belief that Paedon was disparaging Robyn. The blogger who shared the video commented that Paedon was bidding everyone a happy Mother's Day, despite the absence of Robyn. One Instagram user expressed admiration for Paedon's sense of humor, stating, "I love the level of pettiness, lol." Another user agreed, stating, "That is precisely why we adore him." Nevertheless, one individual perceived Paedon's comment as excessive and compared it to Cody. It is unlikely that this is the first instance in which Paedon has publicly disclosed his dissatisfaction with Robyn, his father's 4th wife. Paedon has observed his father's preference for Robyn over his other 3 spouses from a young age, which has resulted in a relationship that has always been fraught. Paedon, like myself and other Sister Wives observers, has observed Cody placing Robyn and their 5 children's requirements and desires above those of the rest of the family. Paedon has publicly criticized Robyn in interviews and on social media in recent years, as his resentment toward her has only grown. Cody opted to remain at Robyn's residence during the 2020 pandemic quarantine and reprimanded his family members for failing to comply with his rigorous COVID-19 regulations. Paedon and others were aware that Cody considered Robyn to be his primary spouse. Furthermore, Paedon asserts that Robyn presents herself as a victim, employs manipulative strategies, weeps excessively, and perpetuates the narrative of being the Brown family pariah, despite the fact that other members of the family are also experiencing difficulties. Cody maintains an antagonistic rapport with his offspring, particularly his sons. He desired to alter the family dynamic and devote more time with his children following the passing of his 25-year-old son, Garrison Brown. Nevertheless, he has not made an effort to reconcile with his offspring. I am taken aback by the distress in his relationship with Mykelti Brown. Criticizing Robyn could potentially exacerbate Paedon's relationship with his father when Cody fails to make an effort to reconcile with his children. Cody has explicitly stated that Robyn is his companion, and therefore any criticism of her could be perceived as a personal assault. I am aware that Cody places a high value on loyalty and respect, and the absence of loyalty was a contributing factor to the strained relationships he had with his children and spouses. Their relationship will only worsen if he witnesses his son, Paedon, publicly criticizing his favored wife, Robyn. I am confident that Cody will be dissatisfied if one of his children excludes Robyn from Mother's Day greetings, particularly given that she already feels marginalized within the family. Paedon's Mother's Day video was likely encountered by Cody and Robyn, despite their limited social media presence, which could potentially exacerbate their estrangement. Cody was observed by Paedon to disparage his relationship with Christine and to suppress the affection she deserved. He even attempted to exclude her from the family. I can only fathom the profound anguish that Paedon must have experienced when Cody claimed that he was never attracted to Christine. Paedon has become excessively severe due to Cody's disdain for Christine. He is deeply disheartened by his father's actions, and his criticisms now appear to be more malicious than constructive. Paedon also fails to recognize that he cannot attribute the dissolution of their family to Robyn. Cody is equally accountable for neglecting to cultivate strong relationships with his wives and children. Paedon is devoted to Christine, and Robyn has been instrumental in diminishing his mother's worth. It is reasonable for him to articulate his frustrations. Although Paedon's criticism of Robyn may appear severe, it may be justified. She was capable of influencing Cody's decisions and bridging the distance between him and his children. However, she elected to portray herself as the victim. Cody's other relationships were neglected when she designated herself and her children as his primary family. Consequently, Paedon may have had legitimate justifications for omitting the controversial Sister Wives cast member from his Mother's Day greetings. The home in Flagstaff, Arizona that Cody and Robyn Brown, the stars of Sister Wives, previously owned, is replete with luxurious amenities, such as a ritzy heated driveway. It is a fact that they are major spenders. The series previously possessed a relatable down-home quality. The family did not appear to be particularly wealthy, and in reality, they were not. At that time, bankruptcy filings were filed due to cash flow issues, which prompted Cody, Meri, and Janelle Brown to implement drastic measures. In 2005, Cody and Meri jointly filed for bankruptcy, while Janelle did so in 1997. Cody and Robyn acquired the residence they presently inhabit for an impressive $2.1 million through their Whitestone Trust. The down payment was $420,000, and the property boasts 7,884 square feet. In order to finance the remaining balance, the couple obtained a mortgage. The house they previously owned is also a luxurious residence, and it is a showplace in Flagstaff. In 2024, the couple sold it for $1.6 million. The residence with the heated driveway is that one. Warmly Yours reports that a heated driveway of this nature can cost $7,294. Nevertheless, that estimate is actually on the lesser end of the spectrum. The price of driveway heating can range from $20,000 to $30,000, contingent upon the length and configuration of the driveway and the sort of heating system chosen. Therefore, Cody and Robyn may have wasted a significant amount of money on their heated driveway. Some Redditors are of the opinion that Robyn and Cody intentionally concealed assets from their other spouses, who are now ex-wives. They suspect that Robyn and Cody anticipated the departure of those women and prepared for it by investing in expensive art collections and other expenses. It is a highly cynical perspective, and there is no evidence to support it. However, it is not entirely impossible. Robyn and Cody's lifestyle was undoubtedly more luxurious than that of the others. The patriarch and his villain wife, Robyn, were criticized on Reddit for their A-list lifestyle. One admirer succinctly stated, "It's giving the Chrisleys." Some reality enthusiasts may be aware that the Chrisleys, another reality family, encountered some legal complications. They were unable to respond to the situation due to tax issues. They faced charges of tax evasion and conspiracy. The public's perception of Robyn and Cody is elucidated by their comparison to them. They are regarded as a contemporary version of Bonnie and Clyde. However, it is possible that they are not as detrimental as they are often portrayed. Criminal charges have never been brought against them. Robyn and Cody are said to have spent $20,000 on their art collection. Cody, an admirer of David Yurman jewelry, wears a Heart of the Ocean necklace that is priced at $100. Cody possesses an accumulation of costly Rolex timepieces, some of which are valued at thousands of dollars. Robyn occasionally dons these vintage designs. Robyn spent $70,000 on American Girl dolls and custom clothing for the dolls. It appears that the controversial couple may be altering their behavior. as Cody recently divided the Coyote Pass land, awarding his ex-wives larger shares, with the exception of Christine. It is possible that Cody is now acknowledging that he did not always treat those women well. Nevertheless, an alternative scenario that is more plausible is that they intimidated him with the threat of legal action, compelling him to transfer portions of the land to them. Cody, the patriarch of the sister wives, was not previously as generous with Janelle and Meri. Why would this be the case now? Women's perspectives underwent modifications.